What's up, guys? It's Demorsko here, and I'll be putting you guys through my journey, how I enter my trades, my wins, and my failures. So, first of all, the first trade I got into was gold, which I made a profit of 24 bucks, and I believe I was risking up to like 0.05% to make that. So, this is how I entered the trade. It was gold. You guys can notice that you can see the stop loss and the TPs are far from each other. I don't know what's wrong with FF's books. Like when I was trying to like input like calculate my stop loss and stuff like that and typing it into match trader, it was giving me a higher risk reward. So and the risk was just basically too much. So I had to actually leave the trade early, which I left at this point. Because I don't know what is wrong with the 5K account when you're trying to like because it's a smaller size account when you're trying to calculate for like a 0.25 risk. I don't know, it gives you a higher one, so I don't know what's wrong with it. So that is why I made that huge form of profit, and you can see it didn't really go that much by exiting the trade. So let's just scrap that aside and move on to the next trade. So the next trade was GJ, which I took a loss, and I'll explain my entry and why I actually took that loss. So this is why I entered the trade from. So I saw this point. I marked this point. I enter my trade is from 5 to 15 minutes. And normally I look at the higher time frame, but for final decision, 5 to 15 minutes. So I saw this new highs that was being created here and here. As you can see, this point here. So I believe it was going to go down more because when I saw that there was a break of structure, it took out those points. And judging by it taking out this point, also look at this pattern too that is forming all this whole is descending type of pattern. So forget that it broke this point and now it's descending again. So that's why I took that trade. But normally I was risking up to like 0.5, but I decided to like cut my losses short. I existed at this point because when I saw that those all these candles were forming more green candles, so that I noticed that oh we're going to buy because now it felt like we're not descending anymore, we're obviously ascending and obviously going to break more structures and new highs. So that's why I exited that trade. So moving on to the next trade, which I made profit and it was a little bit profitable. I also entered another one. I repeated and entering the trade like twice because I wasn't sure, but the second time I was quite sure. And this is it and see what I'm talking about. So when I entered this trade, because I noticed that we're descending, so I usually do more on shorting anytime I see a downtrend. So I usually look for the lowest point and compare to the previous lowest point that was, which is here, as you can see. So I entered it because I saw that there was a break of structure at this point, and fine, you can see it took out all these points and made a new high. But I was like, I saw that the high, I don't think we're going higher again. And when I was just seeing all those red candles and I saw that there was a break of structure here, I just knew that there would be a good entry. So I entered from here and I closed it. So I was actually scared because I saw this green candle develop and I was like, yo, we're buying again. What's going on? Is that a fake sell? And I left the trade. So as I left the trade, I took a little profit, which was like $9, and I was fine with that. Then I wanted to get back in was because I saw this other red candle. So I said, oh wow. So they're literally tricking me. Like it was a trick, like actually a fake buy. So I took this, I just pressed the sell and I expected it was going to tank. And so I waited and I took my profit from roughly this area. And that's how I made my $25, which is zero point 0.5. I mean, I closed roughly here and took my profit. So far, I'll put you guys through the week, every week, like how I passed my 5K challenge. And so far, I've made up to like 1%, and I'll say about maybe 7 more percent left before I get to the next stage. So every week, I'm going to be posting. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and support the channel. And I'll show you every step of the way, no hiding losses of profit. And mind me, guys, don't ignore those little ones because since I was having issues with selling the lot on the gold. I don't know because it's a lower account because when I was trading the 10K account, like I wasn't having this issue. I don't know what is wrong with Match Trader. Like I calculate the lot perfectly, but for the risk, but it's giving me a higher risk reward. I don't know what. Maybe it's because of the amount of the accounts. And that's why, because it's lower. Because anytime I was trading 5, I was using match same match trader, but I didn't have any issue. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later next week. Bye bye.